So, after talking about the privacy by design concept for startups in practice, let us not talk about privacy impact assessments with respect to startups in the real world. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily see new content on privacy. And as I said, let's talk about privacy impact assessments now in practice. What is privacy impact assessment? There's a complete playlist on my channel about it. But in brief, for startups as well as for any other business, actually, it's a way to evaluate your each and every project that you are handling. When it comes to project or systems with respect to privacy, you have 5 processes: collection, storage, third party sharing, deletion, and the actual processing of the information for for whatever purpose you had collected it. So the idea is that you should evaluate and keep re-evaluating them every time there's a change in the process, every time there's an addition, so that you are sure that your processes are up to the mark and privacy is being handled properly. It helps you identify any gaps in compliance and controls so that your confidence on your processes, your stakeholders' confidence on your processes should always be taken care of, and your brand reputation and the principal's confidence is also taken care of. So you should check all processes and use PIA or privacy impact assessment as a risk audit. Why does it matter for startups? Well, like for any other business, even startups need to check what they are doing. And if they find a gap today while implementing privacy, they need to make an effort to change it. But if you find that gap a year later, 2 years later, right now as a startup, it's easier to change. Maybe you have not even implemented the process, so it's easier to handle right now. But 1 year, 2 year down the line, when you have grown, when you have scaled up, when you have more information, then it might be difficult to handle. So redesigning cost and effort can be avoided. Customers and regulators are confident on you right from day one. You build an accountability culture in your team, irrespective of the person. The systems are robust, and this would also help you prevent the last minute audit firefighting and enhance the trust on your brand and accountability on the system. In action, define the scope of the privacy impact assessment. It could be a project, it could be the entire system, it could be a data flow. It has to be there for each and every activity that involves personal information, right? Map the data life cycle. How is it collecting? Where is it moving around? How is it getting impacted? Where is it getting processes? When and where is it getting deleted? Identify your privacy risks, recommend controls and mitigation processes, and document each of these along with whatever you have done as a correction system. A blueprint for implementation: take inputs, project scope, data map, stakeholders. Look at your process, analyze the risks, control the design of the process, and as an output, look at the action plan and the documented reports. For example, a new mobile app collects personal data. It gives personalized services. Good. The risk: what are you collecting? Are you over collecting? Have you built a proper consent mechanism system? And there is a huge project of consent management itself. Why? Because the DPDP Act wants you to be absolutely transparent. So granular consent, free, unambiguous, proper purpose defined, easily revocable, granular revocable, and audit logs of each of them. So why not look at it right now when you're implementing your system, whether consent is properly done inside it or not. So you end up looking into these important principles of data minimization, transparency, privacy notices, encryption, and consent management while you are collecting the information. As an implementation tip, start lightweight, scale with growth, ensure that PIAs are done for every process at every change. Templates are created and updated. That will help you save time for the subsequent PIA cycles. Involve your legal and tech team early. Treat your PIAs as a growth enabler. Don't think that assessments are being done for monitoring or punishing purposes. They are being done as a growth enabler to improvise your systems, and do them regularly. Make a frequency of monthly or quarterly. I mean, monthly is too short, quarterly is good. or 6 months or annual, depending on the volume of data and sensitivity of data that you are handling. If you are handling too much of sensitive personal information, ensure that do assessments on a quarterly basis. You are more responsible than any other data fiduciary. You are now a significant data fiduciary. PIs don't need to be a 50-page report. It is important that you know the baseline, you know how you are growing on it, and you have a good list or a checklist with you that matures over a period of time. So that's about PIAs or privacy impact assessments for startups. I hope you like the content of the video. Please press the bell and the like icon, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.